Hi friends, hi family. I don't know if you see what's going on across the world with the frozen water people, with the low temperatures and the snowstorms and just the general atmosphere. Recently, news came out of a particular country of interest for Jamaicans that there would be an indefinite freeze in the processing of immigration visas. The Prime Minister of Jamaica has come out and said that Jamaica needs to be positioned as an attractive place where Jamaicans will want to stay to build. Buju Banton has a song, Untold Stories, that say, who can afford to run will run, but what about those who can't? They will just have to stay. Opportunities are scarce commodity. In these times, he's saying, when mama spend her last and sell you go class, don't you ever play. It's a competitive world for low budget people who are spending a dime while earning a nickel. If we're building generational wealth in Jamaica, then people might not want to run. We're not going to get too far ahead without generational wealth. Generational wealth is built over decades, not overnight. We have to start with the right mindset. So you want to think long term, we have to break the spend to show cycle. Prioritizing assets over appearance. The next step is to save. Put yourself first. Save even small amounts before spending. Those who have regular salaries, or even if you have a business and sometimes revenue might be up or down, you want to aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses to avoid debt when in a crisis. You want to track your spending to control unnecessary outflows of money. The third thing that I wanted to consider is to invest in appreciating assets like land and real estate. The value goes up with time in growing areas. One area might be near development projects, because with development projects there's going to come infrastructure, and so that land will become more and more profitable. Want to focus on stocks and bonds or mutual funds. The Jamaican Stock Exchange performs exceptionally well. If you can't bother with all of that, then you might want to start a small business. Consider what will meet the needs of the people. And you can't go wrong with agriculture, because people are always going to need food. You can't go wrong with tourism, because Jamaica is the place to be. The Jamaican tourism experience is world class. Another appreciating asset is the mind and how you can use it. You want to invest in certifications or degrees that increase earning potential, that can help you in the development of your business. And for those who are living abroad, we want to be able to return home. So buy real estate in Jamaica that can be used as rental property or land for future use and for income generation. You also want to diversify. Don't put all your funds in one place. Consider currency diversification. The fourth thing I want to tell you is to use remittances wisely. Redirect remittance money from just consumption, buying clothes or shoes or car that depreciates, and again, you're not spending to show, you're spending to grow. Sponsor some money for school, to start up a business, to buy land, to build a house. These are all appreciating assets. Let's say one cocoa, full basket. 2 heads are better than one. Generational wealth is to consider the generations, right? So you pool family resources, collaborate with relatives abroad to fund larger investments at home. We want to minimize debt and manage credit. Avoid high interest debt, especially on consumer loans or credit cards for non-essentials. We're not saying you're not to borrow, but you have to borrow wisely. So when you're borrowing, consider low interest loans or income generating assets. Example, student loan, your mortgage. As you are paying down your mortgage, you are growing your equity in your home, and you can use your equity for other income generating activities. But you have to be smart about these things. The sixth thing I want to tell you is, as you're growing your wealth, no matter how small it is, protect it. One way of protecting your wealth is to protect your health. If you can't protect your health though, you want to invest in health insurance, because sometimes ill health can make you lose all your wealth. Invest in life insurance for all parties. Doesn't have to be any big policy, but if something should go wrong, you don't want to start from ground zero with the expenses. You want to have a little thing that you can use when you're going through your periods of grief. And you also want to consider property insurance to avoid wiping out your savings if something should go wrong. Another thing that we don't do well is estate planning, write a will, especially for land and property in Jamaica, to avoid those property disputes. For these lands that you're buying, no bother end up in a no scam. Ensure land titles and documents are clear and legally registered so that they can change hands easily and they can be used to generate more income, more revenue, more wealth easily because you can demonstrate ownership. We want to pass on financial literacy, so teach the children about money. Children shouldn't wait until adulthood before they understand about money. Include them in conversations about saving, about investment, and about business. You can also create family investment goals. For example, educational fund for grandchildren, because we are building generational wealth, right? We're not just thinking about ourselves and our immediate family, we're thinking about the families that will come for generations. Keep records of your land papers, of your accounts, and the contacts of the people who are managing these accounts. The way we're building generational wealth is going to become so big that you have to have contacts for people. And when I say contacts, I don't mean links. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about knowing the wise people and the right people to manage your resources when it gets too much for you. Leverage technology and networks. This is where the links come in now. You want to use online banking and investment platforms. It saves you the fear to go down to the bank when you can use the platforms online. Technology is not your enemy. I know that we might have a country where we want to put the money under the mattress. Nothing wrong with that. But you don't want your money to sit idle. You want your money to earn for you. You want your money to continue to make money because we're building generational wealth. One of the things that's big in Jamaica is the partner. Group investing can reduce the risk and it can increase capital. So you can go in a partner, one that you can afford, because you know that, all right, if I do $10,000 hand for 1 year, my joy is going to be $120,000. But because it's $10,000 a hand, I'm going to get $110,000. So the earlier up in the year that you get your draw, you can also turn that $110,000. Let's say you get your partner draw in June. You can go in another partner, your next draw will be $60,000, and try to enter a partner where the banker is not taking half of your hand. The point of partner is for everybody to benefit by pooling our resources. So you don't have to do what I'm saying. You can go in the partner, and if you know, say December, you want to buy some blocks, then that's a way that you can have the money, that $110,000 towards almost 1,000 blocks for putting up that room that you've been neglecting putting up. Nothing is impossible, we just have to plan well and wisely. For those abroad, connect with other Jamaicans. Don't just leave your people by the wayside. Those who have been living abroad longer, look out for those who have been abroad for shorter periods of time and offer mentorship. But for those who have just entered into a foreign country, Jamaicans are everywhere. So connect with other Jamaicans for advice and opportunities. You don't have to ask them for money. Knowledge is wealth. If you haven't taken away anything from this long post, remember, generational wealth in Jamaica often hinges on land acquisition, education, that mindset of growth, and strategic diaspora engagement. Start small, stay consistent, and align your choices with long-term family security, not just short-term gain. We're spending to grow, not to show. Wealth isn't just cash flow, because you can be rich and have no money. Yes, I'll say it again. Wealth isn't just money. You can be rich and have no money. It's assets, knowledge, and stability passed down to empower the next generation, ensuring a strong future for those to come. Remember, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, and a broken spirit dries the bones. If each one takes care of the person in front of and beside him, Everyone will be taken care of. If you found this interesting or even helpful, follow along and share with someone who might find it helpful. I'm Dr. Tamara, your online epidemiologist. Come back for more content like this and take care now.